Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. It is Thursday, November 20th, 2025, and I'm so happy you are joining us. Today we are unboxing brand new products. Demonstrators can now pre-order from the January through April 2026 mini catalog, and that's what you're looking at right now. I'm so excited about these new products, and I'm so excited to share them with you today. I did expedited shipping on my orders so that I could show them to you. And so today I'm going to walk through all the products. I can't open up the catalog, but I am going to share all the designer paper. I didn't buy all the stamp sets, but I probably bought more than I should have. So I'm going to show you everything that I bought. If you're a demonstrator, I hope that this gives you an idea of what you want to pre-order and helps you decide. If you're not a demonstrator, everything I'm showing you is not going to be available until January 6th. So you have almost 2 months to wait if you're not a demonstrator. And of course, if you want to join as a demonstrator, you just missed out on that amazing offer, but it's always a good time, and you can choose $125 in product for just $99, and you can choose any of these pre-order products in your starter kit. So if you're thinking about it still, make out your list. Let me show you some amazing things that you can add to your cart. I want to let you know, as just a heads up, I will tell you again next week, there's going to be a Black Friday sale. Stampin' Up just announced up to 40% off select products. This is going to start November 25th. So this starts on Tuesday and goes through the following Monday. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. Watch for the Black Friday deals. I have no idea what's going to be on sale. It is select products and also select adhesives and select cardstock. Specifically, there are some discounts for those individual things, but then generally, I don't know, 40% off of, we'll see. So super exciting. Just wanted to give you a heads up about the Black Friday sale. I was hoping to make some cards for you using the new stuff, but I just ran out of time. So please forgive me. I hope that you will just enjoy browsing these new products. And I really want to know, what are your favorite things? What are you excited about? Because I will be featuring these new products in my 12 Days of Christmas video series that's going to start December 1st. So I want to know what you want to see more ideas, what you want to be inspired by. Now, before I get started really quick, I want to let you know, demonstrators, you can look at the catalog online right now. You can also look at the online exclusive product list. If you're a demonstrator, when you log onto the Stampin' Up website, you can find these things under Happening Now, Product Releases, and then scroll down. There's pre-order links at the top, but scroll down for the catalogs. That's where the PDF is. Scroll down more. That's where the online exclusive product list is, okay? So if you're a demonstrator, they're available for you to view right now. The PDFs are on the demonstrator website. If you are not a demonstrator, you will likely receive catalogs mid-December-ish. I gotta make a plan for that and figure that out among everything else. Oh my goodness. Let's just dig in. Let's get started. Are you guys excited? Cindy Kittner asking about a product share. Yes, I will be doing a product share. And so let me just tell you really quick, the product share is going to include all of this designer paper. So it's quite a little stack here. All of this designer paper, plus it will also include the November online exclusive designer paper and ribbon. My product share includes 6x6 pieces and a yard each of the ribbon. So yes, watch for details. I can't take signups. I mean, I guess I can take signups, but I can't take your money. I can't send invoices until late December because I can't take your money more than a week before I can place the order, and I can't place the order until January 6th. So I'll have some more information, but it's going to be a little while because you won't be able to reserve your spot. You can, however, for a few more days, reserve your spot in my 12 Days of Christmas gift box. I have been receiving product and starting to wrap product, and I am so excited. Today, the special gift came, and I'm not going to show it to you because I want to make it a surprise, but I always include a special little custom gift, and I always have so much fun with this. So this is the thing that's going to be tied to that daily video series, and it's not too late. I've got a few spots left. I had a few people who had to cancel, and so I've got a few spots left for the 12 Days of Christmas gift box. You can check that out right now, tinyurl.com/JulieGiftBox. So if you want to be your own Secret Santa and treat yourself this Christmas, the 12 Days of Christmas gift box includes 12 wrapped gifts that are all current Stampin' Up! Product, and I think you're going to love what I've picked out for you. I'm really excited. All right, let's dig in. Look at this gorgeousness. This paper is my favorite. Now I'm going to cheat and look inside the catalog over on the side while while I'm showing you everything, because I don't remember any of the names or anything. So just like our mini catalog right now, we've got some great new scrapbooking workshop kits, and there are 3 of them that are really cute that coordinate with sweets. We also have some new memories and more cards, which I didn't get. And actually, before I get to the first suite, I want to show you this cute paper. If you have the PDF access, this is on page 17 of the catalog. This is the Love Notes 6x6 mix and match designer paper. And I kind of like the 6x6 size. I don't know. You leave a comment. Let me know. Do you prefer 6x6 or do you prefer 12x12 paper? I like both. I like the 6x6 because it's just small and convenient, and a lot of times the patterns are just smaller scale, and so find them easier to use for card making. This one, Love Notes, comes with 48 sheets. So there are 8 sheets of 6 different patterns, and they're double-sided. So on this one, we have like little Valentines that you could cut apart, and they're double-sided. So this says love you more, and on the other side, it's just flowers. So you could write a little message there. This one, be mine, or if you like it without, you could layer it onto something and not have the be mine on there. And then these are like little tags, be my Valentine, and on the back, the to from. So kind of cute, right? I love these colors. Highland Heather, some Pretty in Pink, Flirty Flamingo, Cherry Cobbler, Gorgeous Grape. These have those fun puns that I always love about little Valentines. We just click like a camera. So this has, like, again, if you don't want the pun or you want to use the other side to write a message, something sweet for someone neat. Happy Valentine's Day, and you're extra. Extra special. I don't know why that makes me giggle. I just love that. Interesting. Sherry says she cuts all her 12x12 down to 6x6 for storage. I love the 6x6, but there are some cards and techniques that you really need a larger piece for. Cindy likes the 12x12. I love that. And yes, Nan, I think you're right. Both have their advantages. It's true. I'm glad that we have both in our lives. Yes, Nan, there were some in colors listed on, it's actually not in the paper packaging, but I saw, someone took a screenshot that it was listed in the, online store, and I meant to print that and look at the colors. So we'll have to figure that out somehow. I know which paper it is. It's not listed on the back. And so I'll show you which colors I think it are when we get to there. But I might bungle the names. Okay, back to this paper. It's called Love Notes. And then we have these that are like little frames or card fronts. We saw this with the Christmas tags and more paper, where there's like a 6x6 or 6x4 inch section, and then like little pieces on the side. So I kind of love that. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. Sending hugs, happy heart day, and then frames. So you can use that like for a scrapbook page, or you can use that for card making. I love that blue in here, and then some stripes, and then the purple with the pink dots and hearts. So this is my favorite Valentine paper. There is another Valentine paper in here, but I think I like this one better. I also wanted to show you this new ephemera. This is on page 16 of the catalog. And how cute is this? This is the Easter time mix and match ephemera. And a lot of times I'm not a big fan of the ephemera. I don't know, like sometimes they're too small, or I feel like I just don't know what to do with them. But I feel like these are a little bit bigger and just take up a little bit more space. Plus, I just think these rabbits are adorable. So this one is called Easter Time Mix and Match. There's 2 sheets each, and these are not self-adhesive. They're just like poke out, and perfect for for Easter, but also for spring. I think lots of really great spring images there with the flowers. And then we've got some puffy stickers. The softest spring mix and match puffy stickers has the same kind of vibe, the same kind of colors. There are 2 sheets here, so this is like a double layer of the puffy stickers. I'm still kind of on the fence. I don't know. I think that the puffy stickers seem to be a thing that Close to My Heart has brought over. So I don't know. Have you tried the puffy stickers? What do you think? Are you a fan of them? They are kind of soft, so I feel like, you know, on a card, I feel like they would be okay through a machine, but they are a little bulky. I feel like they would be bulky for scrapbooking too, but I don't do a lot of scrapbooking, so I don't know. Would love your thoughts on the puffy stickers. Let's open them up and take a look. We had some puffy stickers for some other things. I feel like I've got 1 or 2 other little puffy sticker packs. They're very, very, very lightweight, and they're kind of soft. And they remind me of Hello Kitty, like Hello Kitty stuff I used to get when I was a kid. They have that kind of, that same kind of feel. Anyway, so kind of pretty with the same colors, the bright yellow, it's like a daffodil, and garden green, flirty flamingo, gorgeous grape, Highland heather. Gorgeous. Okay, puffy stickers. Let me know. Yay or nay? Are you a fan of them? Oh, yay, Sharon. I am so glad you got that advent calendar box all done. I know that was such a labor of love. It's hard to imagine that it's almost time for Christmas countdowns. Did you guys get the Stampin' Up advent calendar, by the way? I have mine somewhere. I have not hardly done anything with it. But I just was thinking right here. It is still available if you want to get this from Stampin' Up and Countdown. It comes with this advent calendar stamp set, 12 Days of Crafting. And it's like all occasions. So it's got some really great greetings in it. I've opened all my things, but I haven't like done anything with them. So I really want to focus on this. We're going to do a video maybe early December, first week of December. I'm going to play with some of the advent calendar things, and we'll do a video where we only use the things from the advent calendar to inspire you there. Yay! Leanne said she opened it already. Yeah, and I do think those stickers are good for adding a little dimension. It looks like several of you are not fan of the puffy stickers. I'm on the fence too. And I'm trying to scroll back up. Did I see Tony had her surgery? Everything went well, Tony? I can't believe you're typing. You are such a warrior watching all of our live streams, Tony. I'm so glad that you're doing okay from your surgery. Okay, let's move on. Now, the next thing on my, the next thing in my bucket, I did everything in the order that it is in the catalog. So, it might seem a little, not hodgepodge, but there's some things that before we get to this paper. Now, this stamp set, Reason to Celebrate, is in the catalog. It's on page 19 of the mini catalog, but I specifically wanted to point it out, not only because it's got some really great sentiments in there. It's like mix and match, right? So there's like St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day and Easter and New Year's and graduation and anniversary. And I feel like it's always hard to find some of these greetings. And so it's exciting to have some of these stamps to use for different occasions. And so you can kind of mix and match. We got happy anniversary, on your anniversary, like, you know, New Year's celebrations, all these kind of things. But the thing I wanted to point out was this other stamp set that's hiding in the online exclusives called Seasonal Celebrations. And I don't know why these aren't pictured right next to each other in the mini catalog, because these are such a perfect pairing. These are both standalone stamp sets. They're not part of any bundle or anything, but look at how perfect this imagery and the style of these stamps go with the greetings. We have the graduation cap, graduation. We have the shamrock, St. Patrick's Day. We have the bunny rabbit, Easter. We have the party hat with the little tassel, birthday. We have the daffodil. Like, it's so perfect. I don't know. Anyway, if you like this, you should definitely get this. Add them both to your list. This one's called Reason to Celebrate from the mini catalog, seasonal celebrations from the upcoming January online exclusives. I know, it's adorable. Look at that bunny face. So cute. Also a little star, a little confetti. I love the little border here of the hearts and the flowers. So yeah, anyway, I'm excited to play with both of these. I think they go really, really well together. And I just wanted to point that out to you. All right, now we are ready for our first set of designer paper. I'm going to try to, I need the space for the, I'm going to try to move this. Let's see here. I decided to keep 12 by 12 today instead of cutting down to 6 by 6 because we got some sheets that really have, like I wanted you to see the whole sheet, okay? So this one is called Lovely and Beautiful, and it is truly lovely and beautiful. The colors in this suite are Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, Peach Pie, Darling Duckling, Old Olive, Fresh Freesia, and it has a very like light, airy watercolor kind of look. This is a specialty paper. I don't know how well it comes through on camera, but there is gold foil on the paper. And the flowers on this set of paper, they seem to be extra big. Like the proportion is large, which I think is fantastic for scrapbooking. A little more challenging for card making because you're just not getting a lot of it in there on the card. But you could use them for both. This set is just gorgeous. Now the Lovely and Beautiful designer paper, I think is just absolutely gorgeous. The stamp sets that are part of this suite are very like wedding focused. And that's just not something that I have a need for. This whole sheet is gold foil, the outline, so you could color that in and customize this designer paper however you'd like. Oh my gosh, these colors are so pretty. Anyway, I was saying that the stamp sets are kind of wedding, but I think this paper is gorgeous for Easter, for spring, for Mother's Day. I think that it's going to be fantastic for birthdays, like so many occasions, journals, paper purses. Yes, yes, yes. So gorgeous. So we have 6 sheets here. They're double-sided, fantastic bee patterns. Let me flip them back over though so you can see all the gorgeous gold patterns. There is an ephemera pack, and this is called Beautifully Adorned Ephemera Pack. This is vellum. So gold foil on vellum, and it's not like thin vellum. This is very like, very thick. It is very sturdy. You get 2 sheets each of 3 different designs. So we've got this one and this one and this one. And when I was talking to Mom and we were going over the catalog, she was like, I don't know about that one. And I was like, but look, they're coloring the vellum and customizing it. Like, it's gorgeous. So I totally talked her into it. I think it's so pretty. So we've got the vellum ephemera. And then there is a stamp set. Here is the stamp set. There are dies, wedding wishes, holding you in my heart, thinking of you, to the happy couple. I love the flowers. Now the dies are detailed flowers and then flowers that go on the outline to die cut those. And I just thought I wouldn't use them, the detailed flowers, very much. So I did not get the detailed flowers. There is a second bundle in this set, in this suite, that is called Beautifully Celebrated, and I didn't get the stamp set, but I got the dies, because check out these labels. Aren't they beautiful? Now these would go maybe inside, fit here if you want to have that like detailed accent on there. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The stamp set that goes with this is like several leaf images, and then 2 larger words that say a day to remember, and this calls for a celebration, which felt a little more scrapbooky to me. So I decided to get the Simply Beautiful stamp set and the Beautifully Celebrated dies. and just kind of do my own do my own thing with those. So that's the stamp set that goes with it. We've got some gorgeous gems. These are the pearlized faceted circles, and it comes in like a pretty in pink, or I'm sorry, petal pink, calypso coral, and white. So pretty, very glitzy. The ribbon in this suite, and I swear we've had one very similar to this. I don't remember when or what it was part of product-wise. But this is like a gold, what is it called? White with gold. And it's very soft and just has like that touch of gold in there. Do you guys remember? I feel like we totally had a ribbon that almost looked identical. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was like gold with gold weave. That could be, because I feel like it was just like a little bit darker, but really, really beautiful ribbon. I think this is one that you could use a lot. Yes, we do need a good happy anniversary stamp. Something a bit fancy, because there was an anniversary in that stamp set here that I showed you, but this one's more like casual and fun. Like I would love an anniversary, like in this font. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Oh, Pretty Peacock. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, I swear we had a white one. Calypso Coral. Maybe we had a Calypso Coral one. I just remember one that looked very similar to this. Okay, this is, what did I call this? Da, 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 da. Lovely and Beautiful. This is the first suite in the catalog, and it is lovely and beautiful. I really love this one. What do you guys think? Yay, nay? Will this one be on your wish list? We're going to move it aside and move on to our next suite, which is the Valentine suite. This one is called Made with Love. We always got to have a Valentine suite, don't we? This is very traditional Valentine with bubble bath, flirty flamingo, some strawberry / poppy parade, real red, and we've got the traditional hearts, X's and O's with the hearts. Ooh, that's like making me dizzy. We got the stripes. We've got little hearts with red dots on the back. We got more hearts with red dots and stripes on the back. We have red with pink hearts and pink with red and white hearts. Pink with flowers, and flirty flamingo with a light flower. And another busy one. This one has kind of like an ombre. We've got the flirty flamingo, strawberry / poppy parade, real red. I don't know how well you can see the different colors. So it's like lighter and then darker here. And on the back side of that, some arrows and flowers. So our traditional Valentine. Now this one has some things I didn't get. I did not get the stamp set. It says Valentine, love, sending, XO. It's got hearts. There's some heart dies with some arrows. I don't make a lot of Valentines. I did get the ribbon, which is Bubble Bath, a really skinny little ribbon. There also are some gusseted treat bags, which I opted not to get because I just never end up using them. And so I just decided to skip those this time. But if you love to do a little Valentine treat, they're really cute. They are gusseted with like a little, like a twist tie kind of closure, and then they're white with red little hearts on them and kind of red on the side where the gusset is. There's also some loose Valentine assortment, like kind of shaker elements. There's hearts, a little envelope, lips, and like confetti. I also did not get those. I'm excited because I have that the Valentine bear, the kissing booth from the online exclusive. Where did it go? This one. I got this one from the November online exclusives. And so I'm really excited because I'm like, I'm going to use this stamp set with the Valentine paper. It's so stinking cute. So I felt like I'm covered with my Valentine Kisses stamp set to make some cards. So this one's available right now in the November online exclusives. The designer paper I'm showing you is not available until January, unless you're a demonstrator. This embossing folder I had to get is called Hearts of Love, and maybe you can see the image better on here, but it's kind of like almost the rainbows, like little arcs made of hearts. And there's a really cute project in the catalog where they color with a brayer and color the hearts, and I thought that was really cute. So I got my Valentine paper and my Valentine stuff so that I can make my little kissing bears. My little kissing bears. Oh, Terry, so glad you're here. We are just getting started looking at new stuff from the January mini catalog. And this was our second suite. We're moving on now to the third suite, which is, ooh, this is a fun one for Easter. This one is called Easter Joy, and I have to tell you, this paper is heavy, like it's heavier. The backside is printed, but there's definitely like a coating on the one side. It's like shiny, but it's not shiny. I don't know how to describe it, but it's thicker. Like it feels like you could make a really heavy duty is not the right word, but you could make gift packaging with this. You can make a box. It's going to hold up really well to that. And also it has some like foil to it, some like foil accents. Can you see very well? The colors are so pretty. Yes, Janice. The colors here are lemon lolly, pretty in pink, peach pie, balmy blue, shy shamrock, creme cake. I feel like that's almost like an azure afternoon. It's so so bright and so fun. So all of the front sides, this is actually a second package of paper. All the front sides have that like the colored foil accents in there, even like the stripes. I don't know, can you see it very well? Like, is it coming through on the camera? Like, not all the colors are foil. Like, this has got like orange and green are foil, and then the other colors are not. So these are just so pretty. I do have to tell you, if you're sensitive to odors, like I am, like there is an odor to this paper because of the like the coatings and stuff. So just a heads up on that. But look how like it's just so pretty for Easter, for spring. I love these patterns. Creme cake is such an interesting color to put in there, but I think the idea is that you can create baskets with the basket die. I'll show you that. This green pattern is like flowers and Easter eggs. Really subtle. Here's one, and this is why I had to keep them all 12 by 12 so you can see like the scenes and the frames. So this has 6 4 by 6 pieces that would create little scenes, you know, that you can add things to. I just love it. And a little bit of the foil accents on here too. I just don't think the camera is doing it justice, but it's really, really pretty. Some tulips. Oh, this reminds me of the new embossing folder that comes later in the catalog. This one has really pale blue with the bunnies. Yeah, so I mentioned the odor on another paper in another video, and then everyone was like, oh, it's not that bad. And so then I felt like self-conscious, like maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I am a little extra sensitive. I feel like I always can smell things when other people can't. And so it might just be me. Like you might be fine with the paper. But yeah, just a heads up. Like, and maybe it's fine when you air it out a little bit. Like I'm okay. I'm not gagging over it, but it is strong. And then the Easter eggs and on the other side. So this one is so good for the Easter basket die. So the stamp set Easter basket has, I just think these are so cute. These cute little bunnies, a little chick. I just think it's adorable. Happy Easter, Easter on its way. Hello spring for you. But this one is really cool. It has dies that die cut the images. And it also has a die that die cuts a basket and little stripes that you can weave in and out. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. So this would be so pretty with some of these crumb cake patterns to make your basket, and then you can weave colors with the little strips in and out. It's hard to explain without like showing you the little strips, so I'll just show it in another video. I wish that I had time tonight to just like break everything out and cut it open and take my time, but I can't be long tonight. So you'll just have to tune in because there'll be more videos where I'm using all this stuff and really digging in and playing. Let me show you the front side again, and I'll show you some of the other things that are part of this suite. Really, really pretty. We've got some blue, balmy blue gingham ribbon, and once again, my scissors are missing. I was crafting in the kitchen today, so they're just in there, I'm sure. So balmy blue, we've had some gingham ribbon like this before. This is really pretty. And then the Easter embellishments. It's called Easter Assortments, and it has polka dots and then also little Easter eggs that are checkered. And these are like, I'd call them like little resin dots. They're very flat, very low profile, and really, really lightweight. So we've got like that lemon lolly, balmy blue, and pretty in pink. And then there is a second paper that's part of this suite that has the same kind of foil to it. Now this is single-sided paper, and this package gets 2 sheets of each pattern. So we've got one that's like peach pie with the dots. We've got the pretty and pink flowers and the green stripes. So again, these are also a little bit heavier weight, and so these are going to be good for making boxes, making baskets, like, and they're very glitzy, very fun, with that shine to them. So this one's called Easter Joy. Tell me what you think about this one. I've heard kind of some mixed reviews. Like I have heard people be like, no, I don't think so. I just thought it was adorable though. So let me know your thoughts. And, oh yeah, the alcohol markers. I actually don't really notice a smell with the alcohol markers. But I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one who has a sensitivity to odors. Now I noticed an odor with the next paper as well, but it's a different kind of odor. Let me bring that one up and show you. Our next suite is called Nature Walk. And, this one is so pretty. Sorry, I'm trying to collect from down here. Okay, so this one has a different kind of odor. This has a very inky odor because there is a lot of ink, a dark ink on these papers. And so it, like, I don't know if it's as strong, but you might have noticed this kind of odor before if you've opened paper that's been very dark, because I do think you can like smell, again, maybe it's just us who are sensitive to smells, but like I feel like I can smell the ink on this one. It's called Nature Walk. It is 12 by 12, and it is gorgeous with these sort of like technique kind of backgrounds. And again, I had to show you the 12 by 12 because it has like different variations in the color, and I don't know if my camera even like catches all of it. Just lots of different like ink techniques with like the sponging and the coloring and the painting. Now this paper does not have, look at all that ink. This paper does not have any images on it. So it very much is just sort of like background kind of designs with the different effects, the splatter and the paint kind of look. So we got lots of great colors here. The blues, like navy, secret sea, misty moonlight, old olive, mossy meadow, some pecan pie, early espresso. I love this with the text. And some grid. This is a really good masculine paper, I think. to use with so many different stamp sets. A little ombre there with the green. Pretty peacock. Such a great color. Some Lost Lagoon in there too. The stamps in this one are called Nature's Symphony, and it has this really great leaf, and like I just love that like little texture. These are the dies. So we have detailed dies that have little textures, as well as the dies to die cut the stamp images. This one's kind of like a little like a wood grain texture to it. Open this up a little better for you. It's actually quite big, bigger than I thought that it would be. So Nature Symphony, it has really great ribbon, and this is a Secret Sea ribbon. It is like I guess you'd call it, oh, I was going to say faux linen, but look at that. It's like sheer. Oh, that was surprising. I thought that it would be a little more opaque. This one is called Bordered Open Weave Ribbon in Secret Sea. The embellishments, I swear we've had these before. These are called Faux Bronze Pentagons, and they are heavy. They have some weight to them. They have, I should get a scale next time and have like a little scale here so we can weigh them. They did stay on really well, which sometimes the heavier ones like have problems with, you know, bunching up, but these are on here pretty good. But they are quite heavy, 2 different sizes, all the same color. They have a bit of a profile. And because they are so like heavy and metal, I feel like this is a non-machinable. If you're using these on a card, they're definitely non-machinable. But it's nice to have something different, you know, as far as embellishments besides dots and flowers and rhinestones and, you know, glittery, sparkly things. So then there is another paper in this suite. It is called Natural Hues, and it comes with 3 sheets. So you got just one of each. And I don't know that these have a particular color. Cream, tan, and gold. Cream, tan, and gold. But they have definitely a texture to them. And they feel, I'm not saying that they're handmade, but they feel like a handmade paper, you know, that kind of like fiber. They have that very, very fibery kind of finish to them. It smells like paper. Not a weird odor, but it smells like paper, like paper would smell. Okay, so that's called Natural Hues. The whole thing is called Nature Walk. And I think this one was getting really like a lot of people excited. So I don't know. Tell me what you think about this one. Nature Walk. Is this one that would be on your list? Are you excited about this one? I think that it's going to be really good for masculine cards and scrapbooking, you know, hikes and all kinds of, you know, times out in nature. Speaking of nature, here's a different kind of nature, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about this one. This is called what's it called? Cute as a Bug. This designer paper is bugs, and it's gonna be so fun for like summer picnics, spring picnics. Let me show you the stamp sets and then we'll take a closer look at the designer paper. It's called Sweet Bugs, and it has just the most adorable little guys. This reminds me of the movie A Bug's Life. We've got the little ants marching, like totally like nursery rhyme. I think this one's so cute for kids. They're reading, they're watering plants, they're using a leaf like an umbrella. It has some coordinating dies that include some detailed images as well as dies to die cut all the bugs. And the dies to die cut all the bugs will also work to die cut designer paper. So a lot of these guys, if there is a coordinating image like the caterpillar, like the ladybug, are gonna die cut using the dies as well. So tell me, tell me what you think about this one. Are you a fan of bugs? Will it change your mind if I show you these adorable low profile ladybug embellishments? We've got some clear, almost raindrop kind of clear, and then also these raindrops. These are very low profile, very, very flat, very lightweight. And then the ribbon in this suite is an old olive rickrack. I haven't seen rickrack in a while, but it's so much fun. Very, very soft, very kind of lightweight, this ribbon. When I thought rickrack, I was thinking very stiff, you know, because rickrack usually, in my experience, is very stiff. But this is kind of like an open weave, and it is very soft. So I don't know, I might like this more than I thought that I would. Let's take a closer look at the paper. Cute as a bug. So we've got this sheet that does die cut with the dies, and some really great, I always love the B-side patterns. Here's another one that has those different vignettes, those different pieces. Like this is 4x6, this is 3x4. So different pieces that you can cut apart to create a scene and use on a card front in different ways. Some adorable little scenes. Like, seriously, they're roasting marshmallows, playing a clarinet. I just love it. Riding a snail. I think it's so whimsical and so cute. And this has got some like petal pink. So the colors in here, petal pink, we've been seeing that color a lot lately. Petal pink, Cajun craze, crushed curry, old olive, cloud cover, and blackberry bliss. Adorable. Look at this, kind of a little quilt feeling here. I think these colors are interesting together, Cajun craze and petal pink. I like it though. Little cute little bees in there with the strawberries. Some more kind of quilty patterns. And then this one with the mushrooms or toadstools. And the package says crushed curry, but I kind of wonder, this yellow looks very light to me. And there is a new color. Oh, I cannot remember the name of it, but it was like honeydew something, I think. Honey? No. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember? Did you see the names of the new colors? They're coming in another paper for sure. I'll show you that. Look at that, like a picnic there. All right, cute as a bug. I think very cute. I'm excited. I'm excited to play with this one. We'll definitely be seeing some more of this one down the line. And I'm excited to have themes for sweets that aren't just flowers, not just flowers. I do love flowers, but it's kind of fun to do other things besides flowers. And so here is another one that is not flowers. This one is called Beach Boardwalk. And I thought this suite was really fun. Like a lot of the people I was talking to were like, I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. But this one just has some really great colors. The colors again, we've got Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Daffodil Delight, Summer Splash, Pool Party, Petunia Pop. This one reminds me of summer and going to amusement parks and going to the boardwalk and, you know, just having some summer fun. Again, I have to show you the whole sheet because of these ombres. They're so pretty. We got some palm trees. We got some suns. Again, lighter into dark here. Was I flipping? Did I miss a flip? I don't know. Almost looks like clouds. This one looks like water. Oh, that's really fun. I really like those clouds. Check out this one. This is one of those that you would cut and use the 4x6 pieces to do a card front with the palm trees and the beautiful sky in the background. This has got like, I don't know, again, just like the different colors, so pretty, but sparkling twinkling lights, like twinkling lights. And then here we've got different tickets and more twinkling lights with the blue. The Boardwalk Fun stamp set includes the palm trees, a roller coaster. The dies have a Ferris wheel and palm trees. These are the little carts to go on the Ferris wheel. What is that? Oh, that's for the roller coaster. So fun. Like that would go over the detail here, I think. I love it. And the little tickets. Okay, so Boardwalk Fun, let me flip these over. Also has some puffy stickers. And the puffy stickers have tickets and the carousel, cotton candy, balloons. Really, really fun. I like the smell of that. It's not an overwhelming smell, but if you smell it. Oh, you guys, okay. I'm so glad you guys do like the, I'm so glad that you do like the bugs. I'm really excited about that one. Darwin must be tracked. I'm just talking about those numbers. Mushroom needs gnomes. I agree, Spirited Grace. That would be such a lovely addition. It looks like there's not any ribbon or embellishments besides the puffy stickers for this one. But this one does have a coordinating scrapbooking workshop kit. So does the Nature's Walk and that Valentine. Those are the 3 scrapbooking workshop kits. So Boardwalk Fun, Nature Walk, and the Love Story. Okay, the next paper I have to show you, I have to say there's some fun bundles. I cannot show them to you because I didn't buy them, but there's a fun tulip one that has like a whole die that die cuts tulips. Mom said she got that one, so I might just have to play with hers. Also, a new punch bundle that's a sheep. It's called Woolly Friends, and it's really adorable. I might get it. I'm like on the fence, but I wanted to stick with the sweets to get started. Another really fun bundle is called Gears and Textures, and it has like cogs and chains and like, you know, splatters and kind of really fun steampunk kind of images and stamps. I didn't get that one, but that's kind of a fun bundle that's in the mini catalog. Now the thing on the front of the catalog, I didn't get this bundle, but I think it's going to be really popular. It has some coordinating designer paper, which I'm going to show you next. So I can't show you the inside of the catalog and I don't have the bundle, but you can kind of see it has like the squares and the photo corners and like the little, like almost clipboard kind of thing. So let me show you the paper that goes with that. It is called Square Snippets. And it is actually only 3 different designs, but in the package you'll get 4 of each sheet. So each one has like squares that you can cut apart. The back sides are kind of boring. I don't know. So we got 3 by 3 squares. Boring. And then one with 4 by 4 squares. And this is the designer paper that has the in colors, or guessing, the product page listed the colors in the paper, and it listed colors that we don't recognize the name of, like hydrangea hue or something like that. And so I'm guessing that is this purple color, which kind of reminds me of Wisteria Wonder. And then the other one, I swear, was something like a honeydew or a honey, I want to say marigold, like some kind of yellowy color. I don't remember the name of it. You'll have to forgive me, but next time when I focus on this paper in another video, I'll make sure to look up those names because the packaging doesn't list those colors and the catalog doesn't list those colors. So I think it's interesting that they are sneaking a peek of new colors, but this is definitely a different purple than we have right now. And so that's kind of exciting. So these are very eclectic squares that you can mix and match and kind of do your own thing with. I'm seeing some Secret Sea, some Cajun Craze, some, that's funny. I'm looking at the catalog. This is what it says. Blue, Cajun Craze, Garden Green, Pretty Peacock, Pretty in Pink, Yellow. Yellow? Come on, we don't call things yellow or blue. I think that was their way of not printing the names of the colors that they accidentally did in the online store version. This must be the blue and the yellow. Yeah, so Pretty in Pink, Garden Green, Pretty Peacock, Cajun Craze, some Secret Sea in there. I don't know how we feel about this one. So the joyful squares has like the dies and the pieces that just sort of like accent these. I think this is going to be really pretty for scrapbooking and doing, you know, kinds of things where you cut apart and you use the different squares. You could also use them on a card. So we'll have some fun. Thank you so much, Spirit of Grace. Golden Glow. Is that the name of the color? I know. A sneak peek of the color, but not the name. Yellow, blue, Golden Glow. Yes. Okay. What was the other one? Hydrangea Hue. Did I get that right? That one stuck in my head more because, I don't know. I pinpointed the color. The other one, I was like, is that it? I think that's it. Like, is it the lighter one or the darker one or both? There's also Darling Duckling. And that is like, this is Darling Duckling for sure. Anyway, interesting paper. This one's called Perfectly Paired. All right, our next paper doesn't belong to a suite. Oops, before we get to the next paper, how about another bundle? This one is called Greenery Lane, and it goes with new washi tape. And this is kind of like the Extraordinary Flora that we had in the annual catalog, where the die cut the washi tape. So if you loved that one, then you will probably love this one as well. The one thing though, I wish or the case with this one is that the dies that die cut the washi tape are individual dies and are not all one die. So you have your washi tape. So pretty. I love these colors. The colors are like a Lost Lagoon, Garden Green. So we've got this stamp set, Greenery Lane, which includes stamps. You could stamp like in StazOn over or emboss, like you could stamp and emboss. And then the dies, die cut the image from the Greenery Lane stamp set, as well as the washi tape. So they're individual dies though, so you would have to line them up individually on your washi tape and use something to hold them down into place. And because they're not all one die, like that's actually feels like it's a little tricky, like it doesn't want to fit on there at the same time. So you'd have to run it through to get all the images, because like this die goes there and here. But I like that we have another option that die cuts both the washi tape and the stamp set. So this one's called Greenery Lane. I really liked the sentiments. Wishing you well, here for you, love and hugs, and thank you. a little two-step stamping, and or you can just use the outline. There's some really pretty cards. I was on the fence about this one, and then I was like, ah. I had Stampin' Rewards, and so I overbought because I used Stampin' Rewards and didn't pay. Don't you love Stampin' Rewards? It really helps you justify a lot of things. A lot of things maybe that you wouldn't normally buy. Anyway, that's how it was for me when I placed my pre-order. There is another new embossing folder I didn't get called Stone and Vine. And that one's really pretty. There's a million sales achiever stamp set. That's a greeting set. It's really nice. Okay, this is our next designer paper. This one's interesting. I'm curious to see what you guys think. This one's called Mixed Up Patterns. It's a 12 by 12 designer paper, and essentially it's like a package full of B-side patterns. I don't know if I mean that in a good or bad way. It's just, that's what it is. It's a package full of B-side patterns. This is the description. It says, we're mixing it up. Say hello to our latest edition Mix-In designer paper. Designed to be the perfect add-on, Mix-In paper brings versatile patterns and colors that mix right in with most suite collections and their coordinating scrapbooking products, so you can get more creative mileage from your projects. So we have paper with imagery that goes like with the Easter stuff, and this one goes with that nature walk. And so the colors are similar to colors that are in the other papers, and so it's just like more designs to mix and match with the suites. But tell me what you think. Like, I really do think it's just like a package full of B-side patterns. I don't know. I would love your thoughts on this. Personally, I would rather have more like unique imaging in my paper. So this paper doesn't necessarily do much for me, but there are some great patterns, and so I'm sure I'll find a way to mix them in there. It does have very subtle patterns, Janice. I think you're right. And I think that's what's really great about them. Like, if you like the subtle patterns, if sometimes you don't like the really busy, crazy stuff, like, it's kind of nice to have just like a little bit of pattern that doesn't overwhelm the card. Rejected designs. No! And the patterns are smaller, which is really good, Nan. I think you're right there. Nancy, like Nancy or Nan? Okay, let's move on. We have some other random things in the back of the mini catalog. I don't know what these go with. Actually, I think they're right next to this. Right next to this paper on page 64, we have two random things. One of them is called All in a Row Embossing Folder. This has sort of like a plaid. Can you see that very well? Sort of a plaid embossing design with stripes and flowers and polka dots. And I think this one would go really, really well with the Easter suite, but it's not part of the Easter suite. It's separate. I think there's some imagery in the Easter paper that kind of goes with that. And then this one is called Sparkle Dot Essentials, and it doesn't necessarily coordinate with anything in particular, but it does have some really great colors, and that includes Flirty Flamingo, Petunia Pop, Garden Green, and Pretty Peacock. They are not totally low profile, but not huge, and very sparkly and pretty. 3 different sizes of each color. I think this this embellishment set goes really well with some paper from the online exclusive. So let me grab that next. I'm going a little bit out of order for the online exclusives, but oh, look at this. The online exclusive paper is called, what is it called? Splash of Sparkles, and it has foil and iridescent patterns on it. So I have to show you the whole thing because we've got like this fun like rainbow stripes here with the gold, the back side, beautiful polka dots. I almost thought that was Mickey ears for a second. This one has very, very bright, very bold colors. I love that you could cut these apart into little 3x3 squares, sort of like paint marks. This reminds me of some other paper that we've had in the past with that like silvery, like almost iridescent finish on it. Watercolor backgrounds, watercolor stripes, just really very fun paper, very colorful, very fun. And this one is not, it does not coordinate with a suite. It is just like a standalone paper in the online exclusive. So it's just kind of fun. You don't want to miss out on this one because I think it just has a lot of personality. It is a 12 by 12 designer paper with tons and tons of colors. And so I think, I don't want to, let me flip them over again. I think this, the sparkle dots, I think go nicely with it, but I think that it'll go nicely with a lot of different things. But it has the same kind of fun, vibrant vibe. I know. Janice says that paper will wake you up. This one especially, woo, like I don't know what I would do. I don't know how I would use this paper. It is so busy. It's got a fun backside, so I'd probably use that one instead. All right, while we are doing our miscellaneous online exclusives, here's another one that is back there. It's called Pastel Shimmer specialty paper. We've had paper similar to this before. I think an in color paper. It's a bit heavier, and both sides are the same. It is the very like shimmery, frosted kind of pastel. This one comes with Pretty in Pink. It looks like a pool party and Darling Duckling. And then this is a separate item, but I want to show you how beautiful these are. This is the Covered in Flowers accents, and they are laser cut pieces. They're heavier, so they're not like paper. They're more like I don't want to say box board, but they're thicker. And there is one sheet of these laser cut pieces. Really beautiful for scrapbooking and making cards, but it doesn't necessarily go with these, but I think they're really beautiful to use those together. You could also stamp on this, color on this, you could brayer on it, you could spritz on it. So this is white, but you can create whatever color you want. I think this thickness and this type of paper accent is something that we've seen before in the scrapbooking workshop kits. So this might be a product you're familiar with if you are familiar with the Close to My Heart products. Yeah, we've had shimmer paper like this before, like with the in colors, like a year or two ago. I was thinking Easter eggs too, though, Sherry. I thought you could totally emboss this, like use an embossing folder and then cut out eggs and make something really pretty. All right, there is one suite that's part of the online exclusives that I want to show you next. It is called Lovely Arrangements. Nope, Lovely Blossoms. Lovely Arrangements is the bundle. The bundle has a really great set of sentiments. Just a note. Happy birthday. You are so lovely. Sending smiles. Always here for you. Hello, friend. Thank you. Love you so very much. The flowers, the leaf, and also some fun dies. So dies that are going to cut those images. Also some great background dies. I can't wait to play with this one. This suite is the one that we are going to be featuring for our mix and match product class in the Vacation Stamping School event that is happening for demonstrators in January. We are working on getting that registration up. In fact, I think it is live. I don't have the link, but I'll put it in the video description when we're all done. If you are a demonstrator, you can attend Vacation Stamping School. It is a demonstrator training event. It is a full day retreat-like event that's happening online, and it will include suite spotlights, demonstrations, 6 different make and take projects. You'll get a swag box that'll include product, including this designer paper. You'll want to have your own bundle to stamp your projects at home, but of course you can use any stamps that you have. And then lots of business training and tips from top demonstrators and top performers. So I'm really excited. This is the 20th year that we've been doing Vacation Stamping School. It is going to happen on Saturday, January 24th, 2026. It is a virtual event that will happen live streaming on Facebook, but if you're not on Facebook, then the videos will be available for you afterwards. You'll have handouts and instructions and things like that for all the projects, for the demonstrations and the presentations, lots of notes and things to keep you inspired and help you stand out in your business. So I'm really excited. Vacation Stamping School. It is time to register. Watch for the link. I'll add it to the video description. There'll also be emails going out to past attendees. So if you have attended in the past, then you'll get the information about that. So make sure you order your lovely arrangements bundle so that you can participate fully in that class using the same things that we are. Here's the designer paper. It is 12 by 12. We're seeing that petal pink again. I feel like we've seen this color so much in designer paper recently. We've got the vignettes here, 4 by 6, 3 by 4, 2 by 2, little squares down here, really cute. Colors in this one are petal pink, crumb cake, old olive, secret sea, cloud cover. This paper has 4 different patterns, and so you're going to get 3 sheets of each one in the paper package. So we've got some classic flower designs, but also I just love the B-sides here. I think they really mix and match well. In addition to the bundle, we have a new lovely stripes embossing folder, which has like stripes and then also like dots. So it's not just stripes like the corrugated embossing folder. It does have a little kind of a lovely little design on there. I think that's going to be really lovely. Can I say lovely one more time? Really pretty. I'm excited to play with this one. The embellishments are a white cloud cover, old olive, and secret sea. They are pretty low profile, which I love, and not like the classic low profile, but they are lower profile. Moody palette glossy dots is what they are called. And then some ribbon. We've got this really gorgeous cloud cover ribbon that is, it's called a textured ribbon, and it looks like it is, I would say 7/8 inch if I had to take a guess. 7/8 inch ribbon. It kind of has a texture to it. It feels like curtains. It's a little stiffer than I thought that it would be, but not in a way that you can't tie a bow. Like it's still very, very easy to tie a bow. And really, really beautiful ribbon. Yeah, I just love the vibe of this one. I think it's so very pretty. So this is the online exclusive Lovely Blossoms Suite. Tell me what you think about this one. Is this one something that you would consider? I probably will end up doing another Sweet Escape retreat using the projects from Vacation Stamping School. So if you are not a demonstrator, there will be an opportunity to participate in an event and create projects with this suite, like we just did with Traditions of Christmas. I had so much fun with that. In fact, I want to share some mail call with you before we end our video. And I got the sweetest thank you card from Amy Novicki. She really enjoyed the retreat and had so much fun. And so Amy, thank you so much for taking the time to send a card and to send your note. It was so sweet of you. This one uses some Memories and More cards that are now retired, but there's that pretty peacock ribbon. We were talking about that earlier. Very similar to the gold ribbon that we've got now in the new catalog. Some more cards. This gorgeous card came from Jill Pace. I love this darling duckling with that early espresso and the twine. Like everything about this card, I got the mail and I was just like, oh, it's so beautiful. So Jill, thank you so much for taking the time to send me another gorgeous card. I seriously just love everything about this. Like it's so simple, but it's so pretty the way everything ties together. literally, but the literally ties together. Thank you, Jill, for your sweet card. This one from Debbie Bustle. This is an old paper pumpkin kit. I thought it was so cute. You are capable of amazing things. The cute little rainbow rain boots. Debbie, thank you for sending this with your check. Such a cute card. I always love getting Happy Mail. Don't you love getting Happy Mail? Who doesn't love getting a beautiful card in the mail? And I know sometimes it feels like we don't get enough of the Happy Mail. And if that's the case for you, you should definitely check out the Great Big Card Swap. But my point in talking about this is to encourage you to send Happy Mail and to send that smile in the mail to someone who needs to hear from you and needs a little hug in the mail. This one came from my friend Jessica Ingold, and she used a new stamp set, the Friendly Foliage, with an older designer paper from 10 years ago, I think. I love a little mid-mac around in there. I love that she is mixing and matching. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your card and for your friendship and your support. These are cards from the Great Big Card Swap. Some extras that I was blessed with, so I wanted to share those with you. I feel like I'm missing one, but maybe not. This one is from Debbie Lindauer using the Nest of Winter designer paper. A little bit of that, oh gosh, what's that color? Pebbled Path. Oh, I miss Pebbled Path. It was so pretty. Here is a gorgeous card from Melissa Perry. Melissa had a couple, she had two different designs, and this was one of them. I kept this one because it was a little bulkier and I was worried about sending it, but also because it's just so beautiful. I love the color combination that Melissa used with the metallics in there, and then also Lost Lagoon, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso. Our theme was Fall in Love, and so that was for this card. And then the theme this month in November is Winter Holidays. And so we have had so many fun cards. I feel so inspired. Our next Great Big Card Swap showcase is going to be, is it already next week? Oh my gosh, it is. It will be on Tuesday, so be sure to tune in for that. So here's a card from Terry Biggs, and she had another version that was blue that was really, really pretty. And then this one, I kept the blue version of this card from Pam Hotelling, and it's a little pop-up pocket card, which I just absolutely love, and those cute little candy canes. So thank you so much to all of you for sending cards to me, whether they were extra for the Great Big Card Swap or just giving my mailbox a little bit of love. I do feel so loved and so blessed by your friendship and by your beautiful cards. So please, please, please join me in sending lots of Happy Mail. I think last year we did a card every day in November, and that was so much fun. So maybe we'll have to do that challenge in December or maybe January. January, when people aren't getting a lot of mail, that's definitely the time that we need to be sending love. You know what else is happening in January? All of the new products that I shared with you tonight will be released on Tuesday, January 6th. It feels like so far away. And I know you have got so long, some of you, to wait to order some of these things. But if you're a demonstrator, you can order right now. And so I highly encourage you to do so. If you're not a demonstrator, there's lots of things happening between now and January to keep you busy. One last mention, don't forget about the Black Friday sale. It's starting next Tuesday on November 25th. That's the same day as the Great Big Card Swap. And it's happening all week. Deals up to 40% off on select products. I have no idea what that looks like. So definitely we know some cardstock, some adhesive, but then I don't know. So we got to tune in on Tuesday and find out to see what's going to be on sale. Black Friday sales from Stampin' Up! Plus a Paper Pumpkin Cyber Monday sale, which is amazing. If you're a demonstrator, check out the mini catalog, the product list for online exclusives on the Demonstrator website right now. And check out the beginning of the video, rewatch that. I shared the links on where to find that. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I loved getting a closer look at all this new stuff. I hope that you did too. And I'm sorry we didn't do any stamping tonight, but I promise next time we're going to do some stamping. We're going to make 3 cards with the Modern Christmas Designer paper. We will be live on Thanksgiving night next Thursday, November 27th. So tune in then. Of course, we've got Sunday stamping happening this week. We've got the great big card swap happening on Tuesday. So it's going to be a whole busy fun week. And then shortly after all of that, December 1st, we'll launch our 12 Days of Christmas video series where I will dig in and really play with more of these products that I showed you tonight and make a project and intertwine them with the gifts that are in the 12 Days of Christmas gift box. So make sure you get signed up if you are not already. I think the last day to sign up is Saturday. November 22nd. So just a couple more days for the 12 Days of Christmas gift box. So claim your box now, reserve it. I'll send you an invoice and you can have so much fun. All right, that's it for tonight. Thanks again for joining me and I look forward to stamping with you again very soon. Bye, everybody.